Good morning. Welcome to the front pew. This month in the front pew, we're talking about Mother's Day. And so I'm going to present you with the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. So when Mary was a little girl, she wondered what she would be like when she grew up. A lot of things happened to Mary. And then one day, after many years, an angel appeared. This was the angel Gabriel. And he said, God has chosen you to be the mother of God. But what did that mean? Then the angel Gabriel appeared to Joseph as well. And he said, Mary is going to have a baby, and the baby will be God. They did not understand what that meant, but they got married anyway. And then they had a baby. And they named the baby Jesus. So then when Jesus was about 8 days old, he went to the temple. They took him to the temple to be presented, as was their custom. And there was old Simeon. And when he saw the baby, he said, now I can die because I have seen God. They did not understand. There were a lot of things that happened that were very hard to understand. As Jesus grew up, when he was about 12 years old, Mary and Joseph lost him in the temple. And when they came upon him, he said, why didn't you know to look for me in my Father's house? They didn't understand that because Joseph was a carpenter in Nazareth. Well, Jesus grew, and when he was a man, he taught in the temple, and he taught from the scroll of Isaiah. And he said, I am the Messiah. Now Mary was there, and she understood. But the people of Nazareth did not understand. They were angry. They even tried to push him off of a cliff. Another time, Mary and Jesus were at a wedding, and Jesus turned water into wine. And even another time, Jesus' brother was there, and Jesus told the people, follow me, for I am your family now. His brother did not understand. Jesus finally went to Jerusalem for the very last time. And when they put him on the cross, Mary was there. And she was probably standing next to a disciple, John. And Jesus raised his head and said, behold, I am your son. And he also said, behold, your mother. And so the disciple, who was probably John, took Mary to his house to care for her into her old age. When they took Jesus down from the cross, Mary was there. They have paintings and statues of Mary holding Jesus. This is called the Pietà. On the first Easter, Mary went to the tomb. She wanted to be close to Jesus for one last time. When she got there, the stone was rolled away, and Jesus was not there. And she realized then that Jesus was still with her, just as he's still with us today. Later, she was in the upper room where the disciples had had supper with Jesus for the last time, when all of a sudden a mighty wind entered and filled them with the Holy Spirit. And the disciples went out to tell the story of Jesus to everyone. No one knows where Mary died or where she was buried. We do know that she was the Mother of God. She grew up, and as she grew up, she kept on growing. Today, the church follows her. They make pilgrimages to places where she used to go, and they make statues to her. They even name churches after her. Mary's story does not end. We will put these flowers down to remind us. These are called forget-me-nots. Forget-me-nots remind us of Mary and the story that never ends. We will never forget Mary, just like we have these flowers, forget-me-not. Thank you.